Hello, welcome to volunteer training phase 1. This project has 3 phases and we are on phase 1. And I am so thankful for for your willingness to help me with this. So in this phase 1, we will learn how to use the tool SourceLinker in Family Search and the Quick Hint tool in at the BYU Record Linking Lab, sorry. So we will get into that. Okay, so phase 1 purpose is to gather Israel, of course, and increase the number of people on the family search tree, which is gathering Israel, and increase the number of sources each person has on family search. And of course, we're going to learn to use the SourceLinker and the Quick Hint tool from the Record Linking Lab to show you how to do this. First of all, we need to discuss what a source is. A source is a record that proves that a person exists and it documents important facts. So if you look at this is the index record of this original document, and this is my dad's World War II draft registration card. And so this source on this side is indexed. This is the original document. What we'll be working with are indexed sources. So someone in this situation has typed this information off of the original, and this is what we're seeing. So this source has information about my dad. It has his birth date and where he registered at and whatnot, but there's several pieces of information that are important that when it's on his site at Family Search, it can verify his birth date, his name, a relative's name. This is his father, so you could verify all of those things. A source could be a birth certificate, a death certificate, marriage certificate, census record, of course, draft registration card, and there's so many more types of sources that you can have. So let's talk about SourceLinker. So this SourceLinker tool is in Family Search, and it attempts to match a family search person and their information with a new source person and their information. So if we look right here, here's on the SourceLinker tool that will come up, and I'll show you later where that is at. This is the family tree person. This is the new source and their information over here. With the family search person and the new source person side by side, it's easy to compare the two and see if they match. Now we're going to talk about data points. A data point is where one point of data item in the family search person information and the new source person match. So if you look here, James matches with James. So this is the family search or the family tree. They call it family tree, but this is the family search tree. And over here is the new source that has come up. So James matches, James matches. James's last name, Robert, matches, and Robert's matches here. So that gives us 2 data points. So data points are names, dates, places, relationships, etc. There's all kinds of information that you can match together in many scenarios. Each name match is 1 data point. So for example, the first name, if it matches, that's just 1 point. If the last name matches, that's an additional point, meaning 2 points. The more data points between the 2 records, the higher probability that the 2 records match each other. When there are roughly 5 data points between the 2 records, it is considered a likely match. In the SourceLinker tool, you can click Details, which is over here, to compare more information and find additional data points. So you would click this and it will open up and you can see more. Sometimes, not always, but always open the details so you can see more and see if there's more data points because you want to find as many data points as possible. If there are enough data points to determine it's a match, attach the new source to the family search person by using the source linker tool. And we click on the purple arrow right here to attach the source to the family search person. So we're clicking on these arrows, which says attach. After clicking attach, sometimes additional information from the source can be added to the family search person. Add the additional information provided by the source to the family search person. What this is just gives more information for us to know about this person, but also the computer can look at that information and find more sources that will match this person. So we will click the add. So we want to add, like, for example, this person lived in Winslow, Navajo, Arizona, United States. Yes, we want that information. So we add that and we add that and we add that. And we have to click on each one. And we add that information and it will flow over into the family search side of the page as you watch it go over. Then we have to click attach down here. This is really important because if you don't click this, then none of this is attached. But as soon as you click that, it's all attached. After you have attached the sources and all of the information, and I like to start at the top and just go down, but after that has all occurred, you can click the X to close the window. And that takes you out of the source linker tool. And then you are done. You helped gather Israel. Hooray, you did it. Yeehaw. There are tutorial videos about SourceLinker at sourcelinker101.com. They are very good. I've been using them. They show a lot of different scenarios that you will come up against while you're doing this project. And it's very helpful. And you can just refer back there's many different scenarios listed there. And the videos are really good. Okay, the Lord is hastening his work. And it's been really fun the last few years to see how that's happening. But in this particular internship that I'm doing, I've been really impressed with the systems that have come into place recently that are making things go so much faster. The BYU Record Linking Lab has a quick hint tool that is really fast and really cool. And what it does is it just gets random hints and random people, and you can add that to it. They're not people in your tree, but we're doing all people everywhere. We're not just trying to connect our own family. We're connecting all of God's children, not just our family. Dr. Joe Price is the one that came up with this record linking lab and the tools, and there's several more tools at the record linking lab, but we are just going to highlight the quick hint tool. But he was led to do family history on a large scale, and he's got a beautiful story where he talks about where he was at a BYU Education Week presentation, was sitting there, and he just got the impression that he was in the wrong class. And so he got up and went to a different class that he felt inspired to go to. And during that class, he could see how the family search program could be expedited and more people could be added quicker. And anyway, he started all of this. If you'd like to hear his story, it's fascinating. But it really inspired me to understand that there are people being inspired to help things go faster and faster and faster. So this is the quick hint tool. It was, like I said, developed by Dr. Price, and I told you it provides random sources, and you can match probable people on family search. What it does is it lines it up automatically, and they're fairly confident that the two will match. Not always, and that's why they need a human to just see if it's matching, but it it is a computer generated match and they think that they're pretty close and you just look through it and put it on there, but it increases the rate significantly. So the first thing we do is we go to this link, and it's just you can Google BYU Record Linking Lab. And then you're going to click on this volunteer icon. It's down on the bottom of the page. This is what the page right here will look like. And you click on volunteer. And then you have to scroll down to see where this tool is in it. It says the random hint button, and you actually click that button. And we will go over that and I will show you. But this part was the one that was confusing to me, is you click here, but then you have to scroll down because it doesn't look like the page changes at all. So you've got to scroll down and then you will find the random hint button. You want to, first of all, when you get, this is what will come up when you click on that random hint button, and here is your quick hint. But you want to click options to choose a project to work on. Just to kind of set it up. What I suggest is you click on the project Numident and you make sure you have easy selected, especially initially. You want to start with Numident. It is the Social Security records, and it seems to be the easiest, at least for me. So, but there are other projects here that you can click on and try, and other difficulty levels. So when you get comfortable with the easy, maybe you could try the difficult ones. So, but please start with the easy, even if you're experienced at this. And then to get out of this project thing, after you've clicked those, you just click the X to continue. After choosing your project, you will automatically come back to the quick hint tool button, click on it. And this may direct you to sign into your Family Search account if you're not already signed in. So you'll want to sign into that account to continue, and then it'll instantly take you back to the quick hint page. It'll look like this again. So make sure you sign into your Family Search account. Your first hint will come up in the source linker tool, and you can now review the source person, which is on the left, and see if it is a match to the Family Search person on the right. And we are going to compare the data points. So if we look here, Alice is one data point, Alice is one data point. And then if we come here, now James and Ostrander are different, but to me, this looks like James is probably her maiden name, and this is her married name because this is her husband right here. So this could show that this is her maiden name. It's very hard to find women's maiden names. And so this gives that link through from her maiden name to her married name. So this is a gem of a source here. But then we can look here. Alva is another one. Alva, so that's one more. Ostrander, that's two more. And then there will be more. Remember, we need to click the details and open those up and see if there's anything more that matches. A lot of times the children, they will not have this child, but there will be other children. You can compare this child to the other children, and those children will have likely been born in the same location as this child. And so that helps you, and that counts as a data point. So, and I will show you that in a bit. Now, an important thing, if you're not sure if the source is a match to a person and you're not sure what's going on at all you have to do is just click the X, and it will leave the source linker, and it will leave that source, and the source will then go into a more advanced. If you saw earlier, you could click easy and intermediate and difficult, or whatever they were. This source will then go into one of those so that somebody who's a little bit more advanced can look at it and take care of it and see what's going on. So you should click the X to leave that, and you don't do anything with it. The source will automatically go to the advanced projects. Sometimes the source in the source linker tool will also include a new person. So here we are here. There's not this person down here. So there's Otis. Otis is on this is on family search right here. Otis is on the tree already. Mary Richmond is on or Richard. Oh, these are two different ones, but they're very close. So these two are already on the tree, but this person is not on the tree, on family search. And so we are going to need to add a person. So because they don't exist on family search at all. Let's see. So let's look here. We need to also remember that there's a rule. The person has to be 110 years old at least, or they have to be dead. This person is dead. If you look right here, they died in 1991, so we can add them. If we don't have any proof of death, just skip that person and don't add them. The information will come up on the parent site and they can later be added when a death is found or when that 110 years comes about. Let's see if I covered all of that. Oh, yes. And then to add them, you click the add button on the new person. So I would add this one because he has a death date, and I would just click right here on this button and click add. And then after clicking the add button, a window will appear on the right of the screen. And if the person already exists in Family Search, you'll be prompted to attach this record as a source to the existing person. But you want to check the existing person and use some data points to see if that person matches or not. And if it doesn't match, you do need to create a new person. About half the time on these, you need to create a new person or more. It kind of goes in little spurts, I've seen. So a lot of times you will be creating a new person and you will want to do that. So this window will appear. If there's not a match on Family Search already, you will create a new person and you'll just click right there. And then after the new person is created, as you see, person came over here. And let's see. Then you'll be prompted to put all of these things across, add this information to that new person, that these pieces of information were in the source. So it's similar to what we did before. So we're attaching the record as well. So we added a person on Family Search, and then we will attach the source on Family Search. And remember, we have to click the attach or it doesn't go on. It won't be attached. None of the information will be attached. And then when you're finished attaching, you click the X to leave the source linker up here again, and it exits the browser window. And then you've done another one and you are finished. Hooray. And in this particular instance, if you did that record, you actually added a person to Family Search that was never there. And now their name is there and they have a birth, death, a birth date and a death date, and they can be taken to the temple. So that's pretty exciting that you've made it possible for one more person to be taken to the temple. And not only that, is you've added sources to other people that can help generate even more information for those people and maybe add additional people to the Family Search tree. The quick hint button will just come back and it will get you to the next record. So when you click out of here, you click that, it will take you directly back to the quick hint, and you just start again and you do the same thing and you just do it over and over and over again. And it's pretty fun. So you can do this on your phone. It's just a little bit different. It's easier to me on the computer, but if you want to do it on your phone, you kind of have to find the little buttons here and there, and you'll find it if you play with it a little bit, but it's pretty fun. So keep going and do as many as you can. And that way we're adding as many people to the tree as we possibly can. So this phase, our goal is to just come to this tool and use it as much as we can. The gentleman, Dr. Price, who came up with this, he says while he's walking to his office from his car, he tries to do 5 a day, and he just does 5 of them, just at random times. And so if you have some downtime, And you could just do a few. I did some while I was eating lunch the other day, and I just sat and did it, and it was like playing a game or something, but the game is real and real people are being added to the tree. So it's pretty cool. Here is a video tutorial for how to use the quick hint tool that will help you. And it might be better than this video, as it probably is a little bit more professionally done. If you have any questions, please call me. I am so grateful for your help, and I would be glad to help. So call or text me or email me, and I will get back to you, because I'm delighted that we're able to add some more names, and I have people that are helping do that. I think that was the whole point behind this internship, is Family Search has asked us to get as many people involved in adding more people to the tree as we possibly can. This page on the PowerPoint, and I will send you the PowerPoint via email. There will be a link to the video, but we are making the video right now as we speak, so that will be at this location. Alrighty, so this is a note at the onset, or at the end where we're at. Anyway, sorry. When you feel comfortable using the source linker and the quick hints tool, you can try phase 2 of the project if you would like. You do not have to. The phase 2, we will be adding new family search people and sources from a data set, and I will explain that in a new video and a new PowerPoint, and they're from Scotland. But as I said, if you would prefer to just keep doing the quick hints for the duration of the project, that is just fine. In fact, that's fabulous, because it's just very beneficial. Any person that can be added to the tree is beneficial. Otherwise, let me know, and I will get you phase 2 information for the project. But contact me so I know that you want to do that. In the first part of December, and I have yet to figure out that date, the project will end, and I will need to collect your family search stats again for my report. And this project will conclude, but that doesn't mean you have to stop using the quick hints tool. Keep it up, use it every day, and think of all of the help that we can give these people that are just waiting for their work to be done. And again, thank you for helping me with my project and allowing me to use and abuse you. So anyway, thanks again. And we hopefully shared, oh wait, nope, I know what I was going to do. Pardon me. I was going to go through, gotta see what I'm doing here. I was going to go do one on family search. Okay. All right, there we go. I need a new window here. All righty. We are going to go to the BYU Record Linking Lab. So that just comes right there. I'm going to go. There we go. Come on. All right. As I said, you click on volunteer. Volunteer. And now we have to scroll down. It's hidden. But there it is right there. Click on this button to get a hint. And remember I said go to options. I have Numadent clicked and easy clicked. And then I exit out and it takes me back to quick hint. Now this is real time, so you get to see me trying to use this tool myself, and I'm not a pro at it, but I'm trying. So we're going to click the quick hint. Uh-oh, it says there are no hints available, so we're going to have to click some other options. I am going to click 5-star. And maybe easy. I don't necessarily want to do any of these non-English ones, but it does that. Okay. Quick hint. Let's see if there's no. Oh, Let's try some different options. Let's try African American. No, it's not going to let us. We might have to do. Let's try all. We'll see what happens. Okay, here is the source linker. It came up automatically. All righty, so let's open details. And there's no details for the father or the mother. What kind of, oh, it's civil registration. Okay, oh, and it looks like a marriage record. So here's details. He's got a birth of 1872. And she's got a birth of 1877. There's not a lot of details here. All right, let's check the data points. These have no data points. This is Manuel Coronado. So there's 2 data points right there. There's Maria Cruz Marroquin. That is 3. There's 5 there. This, because there's at least 5, is likely a match. Now, this is a little uncomfortable because there's not as many as I would like, considering it's just the names. However, not very many Manuel Coronado and Maria Cruz Marroquin. Those 5 names match together. And so this is a likely match. So I am going to attach. And if I make any mistakes, it's okay. Don't worry, because I'm finding that the mistakes kind of get found over time. I've even found my own mistakes, and they just come back up and hit you in the face, and they will. It might take a year or 2, but they will come up. So don't worry, just go forward. That was the biggest thing that Dr. Price was trying to help happen, is just go forward and do as much as you can. Things will work out, but we've got to get these people on the tree so that they can be searchable. So I'm going to add this piece of birth information, because on Family Search there was not birth information. So let's add that to Manuel's record. And it goes over. And now I'm done with this record, and I'm going to attach it. Now, I normally like to start at the top, but I want to do this first, and you don't have to start. That's just for me, because I'll forget something. And we want to attach Maria. That has a birth and a marriage and a marriage registration that all can be added over. And then we have to come down here and make sure we click this attach, or it won't be attached. And now all of this information is attached to these 2 people. So this Manuel Coronado has parents right here. So we can add his father, I think. He was born in 1872. His father was likely born 20 years previous to that, so that was 1850. So he's certainly, Mr. Cruz Coronado is certainly 110 years old. We don't have proof of death here on this record at all, but he's dead. If he's still alive, then I don't know what he did, but he's got the secret of life. So we will add him. Oh, so I click add, and this, I forgot, this comes up over here. So there's nothing on him. We have to make sure that his sex is selected and that it says deceased, because if you don't do this, then you can't move on. But apparently the computer has recognized that he is likely dead. And so we just come down here. There's no match that Family Search came up with, and we just create a new person. And now we've created a new person, and he comes over here on the source linker, and this is him now on Family Search. This is just the record right here that we created. And let's see. I think we are good to attach. There's nothing to add on his record. This down here is the mother's record, which we will have to do in a second, but there's not new information. Okay, and then we can add Catonia. I don't know how you say that. And there's no match that came up because it says create new person down here. And there, it'll usually say something down here that, is this your match? Look and see. She's deceased because she kind of the same position as the father was in. So we can create a new person. The new person is now created in Family Search, and we can attach. Now this person, these two people up here, I don't believe they have enough information to go to the temple, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I need to find out that information. How much do you have to actually have? But now the computer can find more information. And if we go, I'm going to see what it does. I'm going to right click and go over to this person's new Family Search page. And now this person, we just added him in. This is what's way cool. These blue things right here are new hints for this man that will show, here's a civil registration. That could be his birth record. Oh, it shows a death for him and everything. So this could be a match. Anyway, this is what phase 2 we do on phase 2 of the project. Some of those types of things. But anyway, that is cool. What happened here is we added a source to Family Search, and Family Search found several new hints for this man. And we now probably, if we add all of these, and you don't have to do that at this thing, but if these are all added to this gentleman, he will be then ready to go to the temple. And I'm sure the mother's situation, we'll go back to this, her situation will be the same. Now, this person, this is a little tricky, and if this confuses you, sorry. I'm going to change this person here because I believe that these are Maria's, well, I know they're Maria's parents. So we want to change this person right here, and we want it to be Maria. And now her parents come up here, and they're not on Family Search. And so we're going to click Add, and there's not a match. So we're going to create a new person. And then we have to attach this source to them. And then we're going to add the mother to Maria. And there's not a match from Family Search, and they're deceased. I'm going to create a new person. And attach the record. When they're all green like this, it shows that they're all attached and everything's good to go. And then if you remember, we come up here to the source linker and we exit out on the X, and it takes us to the quick hint page again. So let's try another one. Okay. As we look up here, let's do the details. Let's do the details here. Okay, let's start with this. Okay, we have Jesus, Maria, Gonzalez, Alcala. There's one, and that maybe is kind of a half of one because it's MA, but Maria. So 1, 2 and a half maybe. Here's Carmen, and Garcilaso. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half of data points. So we now have data points, but let's look down here and see the details. Here's the detail of their son, Haran, his birthplace and his burial place. So we know he's dead, so we can add him easily because we have proof of death. But he's old enough anyway. But let's look at the details of these children here. All righty, if we compare these two, the birth is 1896 for this person. And the birth for this person is 1893. Very likely that they could be siblings. It works. And then here's this person. The date is 1903 and birth is 1893. That's within a reasonable range of being a sibling. Now let's look at the places. This person was born in this place in Mexico. And if we need to just look at all of the places and see their marriage was there. Jimenez, that doesn't match that. Let's see, they were born in 1893. So they were born before these two people. So these two people are in different locations and this one doesn't have a birth. So they could have been born there. This one is a little iffy, but I believe it's a match because we've got the 4.5 up here, data points, and they are Costa Rica. Yeah, these people move around a lot. You get me real time here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to attach it. If there's a problem, it will come up sooner or later, but I believe it's a match. Not very many odds that this many names that match for them to be different people. I'm going to add. And over here, it comes up after we add, there's not a match, and he is deceased because he's old enough, and it shows he's dead because he's buried. I hope he's dead. And added the new record, and I will attach him now. And now we're all attached. These people are already on Family Search, so we don't need to have anything green right here. So they're already on Family Search, and they're not in this record. This looks like it's, let's see. So it's a church record. And so we attach this church record to him, and he wasn't in the family at this point. Now he's there. All right, so it looks like we're good to go. We are going to click out of SourceLinker by clicking the X, and it again takes us to this new page. So you could try some. As I said, there are the videos that I refer to in the PowerPoint. Go to those if you have questions, but also ask me. You can take a screenshot of your picture and say, hey, what do I do here? And especially the first few, they're a little confusing, but have fun. And don't worry, if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. In fact, we're doing stuff to make things better for these people. So anyway, thanks again for everything. I appreciate your help, and we will talk soon. Thanks. Bye.